Hi y'all, Tracy with Trials of a Long-Haired Girl here. I was tagged by Sandy with Let's Get Fit with Sandy to answer 10 life-changing questions tag. So I'll be honest y'all, I read through these questions, I watched her video, but I didn't even think about my answers. So here we go. Question number 1, how will your life be different in 2020? I anticipate that I'm going to be conquering some things. If you watched my word of the year, I'm certain that my house will never be immaculate. Okay, I'm not that person. I don't. But I don't want it to be so cluttered. I want things to be easier in that regard, and I want to be healthier. Even if I don't ultimately hit my goal weight, I want to be health-wise better than I am right now. So I think that getting back to my walking consistently and things like that, that's going to make my life look a lot different. Being more active, and this one is geared towards you, Mary Fran. Yes, I fully intend to try to get on my bike more often in 2020. What are you planning on doing to invest in your success for 2020? Well, I am meal planning, but I really want to get back to where I am meal prepping more often. Even if it's just, which I intend to do some, tonight, I want to cut up some vegetables. I want to get things prepared so that when I get ready to throw a soup together, which y'all have seen me, do that, I go ahead and cut my vegetables up and stuff, and then all I have to do is put it in the crock pot, or, put it together, put it in the pot. That makes things easier for me. But also investing in my success, I want to get back to the rec center. I want to go and go and work out and be around other people. And also, I'll be real honest, I want to get back in a Zumba class. I thoroughly enjoyed Zumba. And Jen has been taking jazzercise. Y'all, I did junior jazzercise. I am that old. My instructor with junior jazzercise actually talked to my mother because I did so well during my class that she wanted me to come down to Dallas to the jazzercise conference. It was called something specific and I don't remember. But she wanted to bring me down here so that I would have an opportunity to see Judy Shepherd-Missett in person. And that was a really cool experience. So that's something else that I would like to try again, just to see if I have the stamina for it. And if I don't, that may be something that I try to revisit later in the year. I know my mother-in-law was taking jazzercise. What was your biggest achievement this past year that you want to build on in 2020? Well, I kind of touched on that a while ago. I've been pretty consistent with my meal planning, even if I don't stick with what I've planned. But I want to meal prep. I want to get those things ready so it's easier for me to put things together. And for me, y'all don't understand. When my oldest son was little, the people at the drive-through windows knew me by name. Okay? Jack in the Box and Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and Whataburger, Brahms, they all knew me. They all knew me. At that point, I was working an hour each way from home. And after doing all of that, I had a real hard time wanting to come home and cook dinner. And you know what? If I had started meal prepping at that point, or even meal planning, meal prepping would have been better. But if I'd started that at that point, I might not have gotten to the weight that I got. But hindsight's 2020. What person, place, or thing changed your life this past year? There have been so many amazing people that I have met in this YouTube community. But ultimately, I really think that Robbie prompting me to start my YouTube channel was one of the biggest changes for me. Because I had thought about it, but I never did it because I didn't think that I could. So I really think that Robbie, kind of nudging me in the right direction has helped me get out of my comfort zone. And that is a big thing. Compared to last year, are you happier or sadder, fatter or thinner, richer or poorer? I am happier. I am thinner. I will not say that I am richer or poorer. Probably about the same. Okay, how was the very best version of yourself different this year from the way that you behaved? If I'm reading this question correctly, I kind of explained that. I don't know. I feel like the fact that I'm meal planning, I have done some meal prepping, and in the past, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have. I didn't. I flew by the seat of my pants, and many things suffered, including my budget. So, I feel like meal planning and trying to get back into the meal prepping, which, like I said, I did do some of this year, trying to move more when I can, focusing on using what's available or the time that I have, that helps a ton. And in the past, I wouldn't have made such focused intentions to do that. Question number 8. Imagine you just received a letter from yourself next year on this date. What would your message say? You know what? I think my keychain says it real well. She believed she could, so she did. And I think that's part of why I got that keychain, is because I needed to remember that me believing in myself is very important. You know what? Other people can believe in me all day long. My grandmother, when I first started Weight Watchers again, before she passed, she was so proud of my efforts. She saw how far I had come even before she passed away. My mother was proud of my efforts, but you know what? Until I'm proud of it, until I realize what I've accomplished, what I've done, it's not quite the same. And I'm seeing that now. What song sums up your past or your future? So many songs. I am not even sure of what song I would use. There are so many that bring me great comfort. But you know what? There are so many that make me want to move. You know what? I do. I think I do know. Desiree had a song out in the 80s. My husband and I, it's on one of my playlists. My husband and I were just listening to that a couple weeks ago. It's called I Gotta Be. I think that song sums up my past and my future. Because I gotta be strong. I gotta be tough. I think that sums it up pretty well. What quote sums up your past year? You know what? One of my all-time favorite quotes is Audrey Hepburn. And I think that's probably the one that I'm going to have to go with. And now I'm drawing a blank as to exactly how it goes, but it's something to the effect of nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And that's been a big focus because things are not impossible. The word itself does say, I'm possible. So while it's not, while it's not perfection, and I don't expect perfection from myself. Thank you, Sandy, for tagging me with this. I am enjoying these tags more than I can even put into words. Okay, I am going to tag Denise with Dish with D, Mary Fran with No Excuses, and I will link everybody's channels down below along with the questions so that you can answer them. And if you didn't get tagged yet and you would like to do it, please let me know, because I would love to hear everybody's answers. I think we're at that time of year where self-reflection is very important, because if we don't pay attention to our past, we're doomed to repeat it. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, depending on when you're watching this. A great day, great night, great morning, whatever. And I will see y'all potentially on Wednesday, because I may have a Let's Cook with me, or as I like to call it, a What's Cooking Wednesday. Anyway, have a great day, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.